to Lakeville, Minnesota. Lakeville is a suburban city located in Dakota County, approximately 20 miles south of Minneapolis and St. Paul. The city has a population of approximately 70,000 people. Lakeville offers a high quality of life for its residents, with strong schools, low crime rates, and plentiful parks and recreation opportunities. 31-year-old Kyla Bianca O'Neill, also known as Princess Dior by those who knew and loved her, was a mother of 3 children with another one on the way. She was extremely close to her family and deeply loved by her friends. She worked hard to provide for whatever her kids needed by working as a certified nursing assistant while also attending Maranello School of Beauty. She was a talented hairstylist and makeup artist, leading her to start her own business called Chez Dior Collections and Styles. She provided many services including braids, locks, weaves, wigs, and more. She also created the Chez Dior shop, where she would be selling various products such as clothes, shoes, handbags, and other accessories. Kyla was in a relationship with 32-year-old Dante Raphael McRae. Dante was a worker at the Amazon Fulfillment Center. The two had been in a relationship for 5.5 years and were recently engaged to be married. Dante proposed to Kyla in front of family and friends, and the video was posted online. Kyla captioned the video saying, "December 31st, we'll be 6 years strong. There has been obstacles, and there has been challenges that has tested our relationship and tried to tear us down, but we managed to overcome them all. Together as a unit for our family. I love you forever, Mr. McRae, sir. There are still good men out here, ladies. They may not be perfect, but they're just right for you. Some of the happiest times of my life. If he wants to, he will," referring to Dante's proposal for marriage. Kyla was extremely happy, and the couple seemed happy to spend the rest of their lives together. Kyla would frequently post her love and appreciation for Dante on social media. "If I don't tell you enough, I'll tell till I'm blue in the face. I love you so much. Thank you for being an amazing father, stepfather and husband and best friend. You've been nothing short of genuine and real. I know I can be a headache at times, but you love me regardless, flaws and all. I can't imagine spending my life with anyone else. You picked up the pieces when I thought there wasn't any hope left for me. You've supported me in everything I wanted to pursue with no holds bargain. Your heart is unmatched. The most beautiful soul ever. We've come so far. Many will clap for us and many won't, but as long as we clap for each other and continue to build our empire, our union can't be broken. If for any second you've thought anything otherwise, I'm sorry, baby. I love you forever, past the Moon King. It'll be 5 years December 31st, 2021. I pray we have more prosperous years together. I know your phone messed up, so when it gets right you'll see this." Sadly, her fiancé was hiding a dark secret, and what was supposed to be Kyla's happy ending would soon turn into a nightmare. On January 8, officers received a call about a shooting at the Amazon Fulfillment Center in Lakeville. When they arrived, they discovered a 9 months pregnant Kyla suffering from a gunshot wound to the neck, causing her to become unresponsive. Paramedics rushed her to the hospital and conducted an emergency cesarean section in an attempt to save the life of her unborn child. They were able to deliver the baby, but the baby remained in critical condition. Kyla was unable to be saved and she would be pronounced dead. Kyla's cause of death was a single gunshot wound to the neck, which resulted in the transection of her cervical spine. Following the incident, police interviewed Dante, who was identified as Kyla's significant other and the father of their newborn. During the interview, Dante appeared to be distraught about what just occurred and shared that he and Kyla had engaged in a heated argument throughout the day. This was triggered by the revelation that Dante had fathered a child with another woman while Kyla was still pregnant. Dante had initially left the home with all his belongings, using a Lyft to travel to his mother's place. After dropping his belongings at his mother's residence, he later needed a ride to work. Although Kyla had ended their relationship hours earlier, she decided to help Dante out, and she went to pick him up and brought him to his workplace at the Amazon Fulfillment Center in Lakeville. Upon arriving in Lakeville, Dante stated that he discovered he had guns in his bags and became concerned about having them around his kids. Therefore, he sought to clear the guns of any live ammunition to ensure that they were safe. Dante stated that he accidentally shot Kyla while attempting to do so. After reviewing surveillance footage from the Amazon Fulfillment Center parking lot, the police found discrepancies in Dante's statement. The footage reportedly depicted Dante running alongside Kyla's vehicle as she drove, but she later parked the car and began to reverse it, striking Dante in the process, causing him to fall back. Dante changed his story after he realized there was surveillance footage of what happened. Dante stated that he was angered by her backing the car into him, causing the door to hit him. As a result, he raised his gun, pointing it at her before ultimately firing and causing her death. He claimed that he was unaware that there was still a live round in the chamber when he fired the gun. He also mentioned that he had undergone 2 firearm safety courses in the past. Police spoke to a witness that had informed the police that Dante was quite familiar with guns. Additionally, it was disclosed that Kyla had undergone gun safety training and had a valid permit to carry. Her family was doubtful that she would have needed Dante to clear the live ammunition out of a firearm. When Kyla's mother spoke to investigators, she informed them that the couple had a fight on the day of the shooting. Allegedly said she had been called over to the couple's residence because one of Kyla's children told her Dante was getting aggressive with their mother. She informed them that her daughter was upset to learn about Dante's infidelity and that she didn't want to be bothered with him and that he had to go. She said Kyla told her that when the baby was born, he wouldn't have Dante's name. Authorities spoke to another witness who has not been identified, and they informed them that Dante repeatedly threatened Kyla the day she was killed. The couple got into an altercation over a set of keys, forcing the witness to have to step in and separate the two. According to the witness, Kyla proceeded to break Dante's phone, and then Dante told Kyla that if another man came around his kids, he was going to kill her. He also said to the family, "You all ain't bulletproof. I'm going to fuck you all up. You ain't bulletproof." Dante was arrested and charged with second-degree murder for the death of Kyla.
On the doorsteps of 31-year-old Kyla O'Neal's apartment,
She's been here a month, this month on the 5th, she just moved here.
balloons and candlelights drive out the darkness that lingers, keeping Katina O'Neal up at night since her pregnant daughter was shot and killed.
I gotta go the rest of my life without my baby.
Police say this man, her fiancé, 32-year-old Dante McCray, shot O'Neal outside the Amazon warehouse in Lakeville Sunday night.
My sister didn't deserve that.
Katina says the problem started with infidelity, which she says McCray admitted to when they came to visit just hours before her daughter was killed.
So when he told me, it's like, oh, well, Ma, it's a baby. I looked, I said, so you didn't cheat, you got a child? He like, yeah.
Katina says after a physical altercation that afternoon, the couple went their separate ways. O'Neal went for a drive.
She said, I want to go alone. So I'm thinking she's going to Bent.
Her mother says her caring heart led her back to McCray.
I should just told her, girl, I'm going anyway. You know,
He was on his way to work, and she took him to work. Even though all that they did there, she still went and picked him up and took him to work.
Where she and investigators say things took a turn.
And he went in the back of her car, in her back door, and grabbed her gun out of her purse and aimed it at her and shot her.
O'Neal was rushed to the hospital where she later died, her baby Messiah now fighting for his life.
no brain activity. He's not breathing on his own.
As candles shine a light in hope of saving others from this family's darkness.
Domestic violence. If you involved in anyone like this, just get away and stay away.
Well, leave silently. Don't even say your plans. Just find an escape.
The grief of losing her daughter is nearly crushing Katina O'Neal. The death of her newborn grandson would be too much to bear.
I need him to pull through this. I want him to. I can't lose both of them. Not right now. No.
Police say Kyla O'Neal was shot Sunday in the parking lot of the Amazon warehouse in Lakeville, 3 days before her due date. Kyla died at the hospital, but doctors successfully delivered her son, named Messiah.
He lost a lot of oxygen to the brain, so therefore he have no brain functioning right now. I'm holding on to faith. I'm praying. You know, God got the last word, and so hopefully he give him to me.
Messiah and his 3 siblings are now without a mother who family says was driven, outspoken, and good at whatever she put her mind to.
All she ever thought about doing was making a life for her and her kids. She's looking forward to this birth.
Police say Kyla's fiance, the father of newborn Messiah and another daughter, was with her when officers responded to the 911 call.
He's been interviewed, he's been cooperating with us. He is in custody right now at the Dakota County Jail.
Kyla's mother says Kyla ended the relationship hours before she died.
She didn't deserve what happened to her. She had a promising future, the hurt, the pain. And it's even harder when I look at her babies.
Kyla's baby, Messiah O'Neal, would later pass away at the hospital 9 days after being delivered. The death of the baby resulted in Dante being charged with a second count of second-degree murder. The family held a vigil in Kyla's honor following the shooting. They released bright pink balloons to match Kyla's vibrant personality. What happened to Kyla O'Neal is a tragedy and a devastating loss for her family and friends. She was driven to build her business and provide for her children, and now because of a senseless act of violence, many lives have been destroyed. She didn't deserve what happened to her. She was trying to be kind and help out someone she cared for, and I'm sure she never imagined that he would take her life. My condolences to her friends and family. May you continue to heal and one day find peace. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.